On September 25, 2019, over 40 local, statewide, and national organizations banded together to create a conference on climate change solutions. Rise Up and Drawdown Michigan was the first of its kind to focus on concrete collaboration and community action in the state. At the conference, we saw the climate crisis through the lens of younger generations. The youth's outlook brought tears to a room filled with 500 attendees. Each speaker and workshop reinforced how well-equipped Michigan is to take action. Drawdown Michigan powerfully demonstrated that solving the climate crisis starts here, locally, where neighbors share their stories and create action together.
We are currently living in a tragedy of the commons, each and every one of us believing that another soul will take care of the problem. We have allowed our own ignorance and apathy to control our future and potentially destroy any future we may have.
The generations before us face a political issue of climate change. My generation faces extinction. So why shouldn't we be the ones trying to fix it?
The youth is the future, and we are happy to lead in the fight for tomorrow.
I think that climate change is a much bigger issue than people realize. It affects things like animals, habitats, it affects people, it affects natural disasters, and it affects so much in the world.
Tenemos que hacer un cambio ya.
Let's make the change now.
And we have to stop doing everything to contaminate our world more.
Tenemos que dejar de estar contaminando nuestro cuerpo más.
I'm so grateful to be here today in Grand Rapids, a city that is taking extraordinary measures to not only reverse global warming, to draw down carbon, but actually to reimagine what a city can be today in this world for its people, for its place, and for its future children.
I'm a big believer in the power of people. That is what changes the world. People do. People who step up again and again, who speak up, who are willing to say climate change, even when their voice shakes.
The goal is to stop. If you're going the wrong way, stop, and then turn around and go back the other way. It's that simple. And that's what Drawdown is about, and that's what you're doing in this community. It's extraordinary.
The door on fossil fuels is closing, and the opportunity for a future where human health is our top priority is now.
Partnerships and collaborations are what is going to fuel us forward. We can't do this alone. We can't fight this big fight alone.
If we don't act on it now, then we won't have a future, and generations to come won't have a future, and we want a nice place to live on Earth.
Probability, probability, probability. What we haven't heard about enough is possibility. And every problem is a solution in disguise. So if this is the most wicked, gnarly problem that human beings have ever comprehended, then we can assume that there is a plethora of solutions there for us, and there are.
Not participating at all is no longer an option. Bringing sustainability and consciousness into our everyday practices is important in regenerating the positive feedback that the earth gives us. It's about living in harmony.
Climate change will affect our lives and the lives of our generations.
With Michigan's 10 largest cities emitting nearly 20 million metric tons of carbon per year, a number equal to 2.3 billion gallons of gasoline consumed, we cannot wait any longer to act. Climate change is no longer a future problem or a distant prediction. It's right here, right now. Local action must be present when federal leadership is absent. Are you ready to rise up and draw down Michigan?